Hey there. Okay, this is going to be a real important message. I'm sure all of you have heard before, the money is in the list. Everybody and their dog's heard of that. If you haven't heard of that, you're not doing enough learning. There's no way around it. You need to basically get a lot more research done and a lot more marketing training. The money is definitely in the list. Now, a lot of people have heard that, but yet they don't make money in their list. Rule of thumb, now not if you're like a real estate agent and you're in a high target or a high profitable transaction market, but generally speaking, for every one person on your list, you should make $1 per month. So if you have 100,000 people in your list, you should make $100,000 a month. Now, where those numbers get a little skewed is, as a real estate agent, if you're doing like $5,000 a transaction, you could only have 50 people in your list. And instead of making $50 a month, you're making $5,000 a month if you're selling one of those per month. But anyways, the money is in the list. Now, the big key is obviously creating a list, making your list targeted, meaning the people are interested in whatever it is you're promoting. But here's a big problem of what most people do is they try to sell their list. I guarantee you, if you stop selling to your list, you will make more money from the same list. And what I mean by that is just send them out emails about information, free training, free ideas, even some stories maybe about your life, but just give them value. Ton of content. You're like, well, how am I going to sell my product if I'm never promoting it? Don't sell your product. How do I word it? Basically, have your product accessible to them. And what I mean by that is give them a bunch of information, and then at the bottom, underneath your tagline, put a link to your product. For instance, or tell a story like, if you have a product, say Facebook posting software, say. Send an email on how profitable Facebook is for marketing. Tell them exactly how marketing on Facebook works and how it's working for you, and give them all the tips and tricks. And then at the bottom, there's a cop over there, but he's on the other side. And then at the bottom, you can say, oh, here's the software I use to help put it on autopilot, or here's the software I use to whatever. But you're just giving them the resource. You're not so much promoting it, and you'll watch your sales will quadruple easily. Give a ton of content. A lot of people buy between the 5th and 15th day, and so that's kind of when you can start putting in your products. But very seldom will I just send out an email selling on one product, unless it's like a membership where there's a lot to do about it. But it definitely won't be on the first email. It'll be, a few emails deep and stuff. I will have given them content first, because a lot of people you haven't built credibility with. You want them to know you're for real and you're here to help and train them, and you're not just somebody spamming off a bunch of products to try to make a quick buck. There's one other thought I wanted to say. Oh, yes, the last thought was, don't get hurt. Hey guys, sorry about that. My GoPro, the battery died. Where was I real quick? I was just wrapping up. Oh yeah, the one other big point when it comes to your email list, don't get hurt or offended when somebody unsubscribes from your list. They're not meant for you. They're not your type of person if they're unsubscribing. If you've got great content and everything else, they're quitters. They don't stay in it. You don't need them. However, if you start getting a bunch of people unsubscribing after a bunch of emails, you might want to look at your content. Are you being too pitchy? Are you trying to promote product? You're not offering value, and even if you are, you're not offering value that is relevant to why they opted into your list anyway. So for instance, if you have them opting into your list to get a price for their home, if you're a real estate agent, that's fine, but don't promote, say, Facebook software to them. They don't need it. They have nothing to do with that. So as long as your content is relevant to why they opted into your list anyways, do not worry about the people that unsubscribe. You don't want them on your list anyways. So that's about it on your list. Put a lot of time and effort into your list and into your emails, because that is where your money is. Thanks, guys. Talk to you in a bit.